Hey everyone, Value Add Mike here today to discuss how to create a system for your company. So, for those who don't know, my name is Value Add Mike Taravella, and I've closed over $65 million in commercial real estate, specifically in the multifamily sector. And today I wanted to make this video just for those who watched last week's video on how to hire your first virtual assistant to now how do we create that system in your business. So the first thing that I do is I record a video of the task that I want to get done by my team member. And in that recording, I've heard other people use Loom, and I've used it before and highly recommend it. But I use Zoom, and I record myself my screen to showcase exactly what I do, and I'm talking through every single step of the way on how to do it, what I'm looking for, what filters or what things that I'm looking out for, because that'll allow your team member or whoever's watching it to better understand the task instead of you just quietly going through it, because you want to make sure when you're creating this video that this is a foundational piece of content to help your team member know and understand and see what you see. So it's very important to be as explicit as possible in terms of what to look for and just really understand what you're doing each step of the way, because it's super important that you create this content so to make sure your team members see what you see. Once I record that video, I download it from Zoom and I upload it into an unlisted YouTube video so that only me and my team members can see. And then I give that video to my team member and have them create step-by-step instructions, or you can do it as well, but create step-by-step instructions on how to do the task. Because some people may be visual and like the videos. Sometimes you may not have enough time to create the videos, so those step-by-step instructions are super important. We always do our initial drafts in Google Docs to make sure that and when the team member is doing it, it allows me to review the task or review each of the steps and make sure that all criteria or all things that are necessary to be considered are in that video. And I make the team member create screenshots and highlight particular areas of the screen that need to be captured so that when the next person who does the task can see where to look and what to look for. So once I'm done reviewing it and it's complete and accurate, because it's super important to have all the criteria and what you're looking for in the steps, then I take that and I go over it with the team member one-on-one to make sure they understand and what to look for, and most importantly, why they're doing the task. Because I think a lot of people, when it comes to virtual teams, just throw the task at the team member and say, just get it done. But I like to explain the why behind the video because it allows our team members to understand what I'm doing as a leader to make sure we're moving the company forward. But then the last thing that we do is we upload the Google Doc. We transfer the Google Doc into Slab, and Slab is our standard operating procedure manual. It's free, and I like it because we can organize by folder of what tasks. So for our multifamily business, we have acquisitions, we have asset management, and the biggest thing that I like is that because it's super organized, so when I go into asset management, my team knows here's the steps on how to do the weekly property manager meetings. Here's how we do the weekly key performance indicator document called the Pulse. And so any given way that the team members can find it, they can see it by sector of the business, click the steps, and it's all hyperlinked like a menu. And then you can input your video with a hyperlink. It connects with Asana. It connects with Slack. So at any given time, your team members can access all of the documents that you need. And if they have any questions, it's very transferable and super easy to use. So this is the system that I use to create systems, and I think it's just super important as you think of scaling your think of these videos. It can be overwhelming, hiring, onboarding, and whatnot, but think of these videos as the foundation of your next team member. You would never hire someone and expect to understand how to run your business without proper training. So this is a very crucial step into scaling your business and getting your time back. And it may not feel like it on the front end, but it's super important that you have that video and the written instructions, because say that team member doesn't work out, you save so much time on the next team member because you have a video, you have Slab, all of it's protected so that you can scale your business. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me at my email is invest@valueaddmike.com. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you got any value from that. And if you want to learn more about our next investment opportunity, please click in the link in the bio for more information. And until then, we'll see you next time.